But Coop, Miami hasn't played any good teams. But, Coop, Miami can't even fill their own stadium.
Listen up. Let's talk for a second. Welcome to episode number 5 of Walking and Venting with Coop. The series that is exactly what it sounds like it is. It's me walking along the edge of my property while we talk about a hot, debatable, controversial, sometimes negative topic when it comes to the Miami Hurricanes. And sometimes it's not anything negative with Miami. It's just something that I feel very strongly about, and I want to voice my opinion. And I need you to know that you are very welcome to do the same. Whether you agree or disagree with me doesn't matter. Don't be afraid to voice your opinions down in the comment section below. Now, there might be a little bit of extra noise for this one because there's a hawk or something that's hanging out in the woods here, and he's screaming, he's mad, he's upset about something. Maybe he missed his dinner or something. I don't know what that's all about, but anyways, let's get to the football. So I think it's so funny, man. So funny. We're 5 weeks into the season, and opposing teams' fans are reaching. They're reaching, and you want to know why? Because they have nothing else on Miami right now. We're 4-0. We are undefeated, and a lot of other teams can't say the same. And you know what else we've been? Consistent. Now, I understand. Let's first go ahead and get the stadium argument out of the way, because it's always the go-to for every single fan base. You can't fill Hard Rock Stadium. Nobody wants to go to your games. And look, man, one of the teams I see saying it is the Florida Gator fans. I will take 4-0, undefeated, and a consistent team over your 3-2 record and a packed swamp. I'm serious. I would. Like, that's cool. You guys can pack your stadium. Awesome. I'm happy for you. But would I trade the 3-2 in the packed stadium for 4-0 and a not packed Hard Rock? I don't know. You tell me. We'll take the undefeated over the 3-2. And it's interesting because Gator fans are coming at Miami already, and I think it's because we play next year. Like, bro, right now we're worried about our ACC games. You know, we want to trash talk and engage with Florida State fans, Louisville fans, North Carolina fans. I don't know why you guys are all of a sudden trying to get involved. You need to be worrying about Billy Napier and your decommits with your recruiting. You got way bigger fish to fry before 2024. So, man, I'm not worried about the stadium talk. The stadium thing, we're not going to make a whole video about that because we've already discussed it. Right now, we need to focus on continuing to be consistent and winning, especially with ACC play coming up. And honestly, it worked out pretty well for us this season. Where the bye week landed, it gives us a break before we get into grind time with the big conference play. And we should have Dean back. We should have Mesidor back. We should have Cam Kinchins back. It gives Fletcher some more time to heal up. So we should be ready to rock when we line it up against Georgia Tech. Now let's talk about the other side of this argument. This is one we can dive a little bit deeper into. Coop, you might be 4-0. You might be undefeated. But you haven't played anybody. Who has Miami played? Well, for starters, Texas A&M. You can sit here and argue about Texas A&M not being good. You beat a Texas A&M team that was 5-7 last year. Well, so were we. And this same Texas A&M team that we beat by 15. Let me double check the stats here. Let's run the numbers here. I'm not trying to hype up Texas A&M. I don't want you to mistake this for that because that's not what I'm doing. But Texas A&M beat Auburn 27-10. Auburn almost beat Georgia. So does that mean Miami almost beat Georgia? Now, I'm just playing about the last part, okay? That somebody's going to clip that and share it out of context on social media. No, that's not what it means. But it is true that A&M beat Auburn and Auburn almost beat Georgia. I will take that. At this point in time, we have given A&M their only loss of the season. And you know, defensively speaking anyways, their numbers have looked pretty good overall this season. So like I said, I'm not just going to continue to keep hyping that one up, but that was a pretty big win for Miami. It was. And here's the deal. Miami of Ohio, not very good. Bethune, obviously not good. Temple, not good. But we've already talked about this. And I know it's going to go in one ear and out the other when it comes to opposing teams' fans. But Miami has consistently done what they should do against those lesser opponents. I still don't think that opposing teams' fans can understand why we are so excited about that. When you look at Miami and our history, we have a tendency to play down to the level of competition. We come out and we need this crazy halftime speech because we're down 10-7 at halftime to, a nobody. And then we come out and, whew, thank goodness, cardiac canes strike again. Or, wow, Mario lit a fire under everybody's butt and now we took care of business. Thank goodness. Not this year. Not so far. Not 5 weeks in with 4 games under our belt. We have consistently taken care of business and put up the types of numbers that we should be. The numbers that we expect out of this team against those caliber of opponents. And that's why Miami fans are excited. So you can throw all these arguments out here about who have we played and all this nonsense, but we've been consistent. We have been, and Miami fans are very excited about that. Now, we also need to address something else. I don't speak for all Miami fans. I have never claimed to. But I will say that overall, I don't see that many Miami fans saying that we're winning a national championship because we're 4-0 right now. Most Miami fans realize that we're about to get into the tough part of our schedule. Now, Georgia Tech, we want to talk about consistency, right? You want to talk about why we're so happy about consistency? You have a Georgia Tech team that gave Louisville a run for their money week 1. Keep in mind, Louisville right now is undefeated. And then Georgia Tech lost to Bowling Green this past weekend. This is why Miami fans are so excited that we've been consistent so far. Because who would have saw that? Look, nobody's going to come on here and say the Yellow Jackets are good, but who had them losing to Bowling Green? If I'm not mistaken, Bowling Green at one point put up 38 unanswered points. And this was at Georgia Tech. And honestly, the college football world in general, look at how inconsistent it's been week in and week out. You have teams struggling to beat unranked opponents and then coming out a week later and beating a top 10 team. You have, NC State and Louisville game was 13-10? Louisville wins, 6 turnovers combined between both teams in that matchup. Really, nobody, week to week, it's just this. It's just a roller coaster ride. And Miami fans are sitting back with our feet propped up saying, yo, Miami of Ohio game, no problem. Texas A&M, we got punched in the mouth, and every time we did, we punched back. We didn't get down on ourselves, and we took care of business. Bethune, wasn't even close, man. We didn't have to run it up. We didn't need to. We didn't want to get extra guys hurt. We took care of business easily, just like we should. Temple was not a problem at all. Wipe the floor with those guys. So, now Miami is about to have an opportunity to prove ourselves. I really do feel like the team, the coaching staff, the fans, everybody is all in when it comes to saying, we have to prove it. We have to show it, and we're okay with that. We don't want the pats on the back from ESPN. We don't want social media and opposing teams fans to say, wow, you guys look good. We want you to doubt us. I think it came out and Miami is ranked number 17 in the country starting this week. Don't care. Literally do not care at all. As long as we keep winning, that's what we're worried about. 1 week at a time, 1 game at a time. But I want to say this. Still engage with those opposing teams' fans. This might sound backwards, but enjoy the trash talk. Have fun with the banter because it's part of what makes college football fun. So when I come on here and I'm saying, I can't believe opposing teams fans are saying this and they're stupid and why would they say this or that? That's me firing back. That's just trash talk back and forth. So enjoy it. Have fun with it. That is my advice. Don't lose any sleep over opposing teams fans and their trash talk. I've learned that as invested as I am in this team, I mean, I literally cover them for a living on YouTube. I don't lose sleep anymore over losses or trash talk or anything like that. Just have fun with it. Just have fun with it and enjoy it, especially right now. You know, when we have scenarios where, again, Miami's been consistent. Florida State looks like a decent team, but they only beat Boston College by 2. So give them a hard time about it. Do it. And, you know, Georgia Tech coming up this week, you know I trust Mario and this staff to make sure that the players don't overlook that game. Because even though Georgia Tech just lost to Bowling Green, it could have been an uh-oh game. Could have been one of those where, you know, they looked past Bowling Green. Because they said, who are these guys? And Bowling Green said, you're about to find out who we are. So I trust the staff, you know, to take care of business against Georgia Tech. And then North Carolina is going to be that first real big conference test. Man, we it seems like we inch closer and closer every single season, but we can't quite get over that Mac Brown hump and get the victory. Can Miami do it this year? Oh, please, Mario. Please, if Coop could call in a favor, I can't stand Mac Brown. I've never liked the dude. I can respect what he's accomplished as a coach, but I don't like him. And Mac Brown, I dare you to put hands on Mario after the game at midfield because I'm pretty sure Mario's going to hit you with the old 1-2 and you're going to be flat on your back at midfield. I'm just saying. Call the ambulance. Bring out the stretcher for Mac. Because Mario, he ain't going to let you put your hands on him. Trust me, he ain't going to do it. But just have fun with this, guys. While we're undefeated, while we're 4-0, while the college football world is inconsistent and it's been a roller coaster ride for all of these teams, we've enjoyed comfortable victories and a good, nice win against a semi-quality opponent, in my opinion, in Texas A&M. For all the stadium arguments, just keep winning. Just keep winning, just like everybody always says, and everything else will take care of itself. That's it. That's it. You know, this might be the shortest walking and venting in a long time, but Coop is feeling good, and I'm just ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to grind this thing out and see what we can do, because realistically, this is how I'm going to end. I'm not making any predictions. I need you to understand that Coop is not making any predictions in a walking and venting video. That's not how I roll. I'm not doing it. But it's crazy when you look at the inconsistencies and things with some of these teams, and it is hard to argue a Miami loss in almost any game other than the possibility of maybe Florida State. That is not my prediction. That is not my prediction at all. All I'm saying is when we're just looking at the ups and downs and we look at the stats on paper, we line these teams up on paper, Miami stands a chance in all of them. Every single one of them. And that's refreshing. It's such a good feeling. And I really think the difference this year has been a big upswing in the culture change. We're finally starting to see that effect a little bit. You know, the mentality that Mario is trying to install. We've seen the uptick in that in year 2. And not to downplay the defense, because the defense has played well, but that offense, man, the combination of the pass protection and Dawson's play calling has been a recipe for success. Tyler Van Dyke has only been sacked 2 times so far this season in 4 games. That's huge. That's huge. And just like I said, people were saying that, you know, places are disrespecting TVD, not even putting his image up in the Heisman talks. And Coop, they were talking about the ACC championship chances, and nobody picked Miami. Who cares? Who cares right now? Because we're 5 weeks into the season. Let's just keep winning. Let them keep talking. Let them not bring us up and stuff. We got to earn it. We want to earn it. So let's do it. Let's do it, man. I'm fired up. I'm ready. I wish we were playing tomorrow, bro. I can't wait because I'm going to be down in Miami for the Clemson game. I have a lot of really cool stuff planned. The rest of this season, the second half after the bye, it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. You know, if you got nothing to say, you don't want to trash talk back and forth, just tell me what you've been up to in the bye week, I guess. But there's got to be something to talk about, y'all. There has got to be something to talk about. Engage with the trolls, man, because they're reaching, because they got nothing right now. Absolutely not a zilch, not a thing. Let's wrap this thing up. I'm about to get too wild. This thing's gonna get demonetized because Coop's gonna go crazy. Hey, remember though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.